Okay guys, you remember the Model A was the last one that Darren was working on. Well, here's his newest project that he's that's been brought into us. It's a 68 little Malibu. Now, we didn't build this car, so I don't know much about it. I could not tell you much about this car whatsoever. I know the wheels are just on there for mock-up right now. The owner is putting different wheels and tires on it. It basically came in for wiring, and that's what Darren's going to do. I mean, even the motor you can see. I don't even know what to tell you guys about the motor. I mean, obviously we can see down there that it's got some Edelbrock E Street heads on it. So I would imagine whoever built the motor probably used a complete kit from Edelbrock. Obviously it's a small block Chevy. It looks like we've got a power disc brake conversion put on this car. Seeing how it is 1968. It looks like what they did here was when they did the firewall like in a flat black. They didn't get overly carried away. I mean, it looks like it was a frame-off restoration from what I can tell by the way the frame is all looking nice and cleaned up and painted. It looks like it's got all new control arm bushings and that. Suspension. But they didn't get too carried away with painting the firewall the original color like it should. And the underside of the hood, they just did the black on there, which is what a lot of people do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. You know, sometimes it's a lot easier just to leave the underside and the back firewall, that kind of stuff, just painted black, because you know, if you ever change your mind on the color of the car later in life, it's not like you got to try and get it behind the motor and paint all that, right? So that's about it, what's going on there. But Darren's got to wire the whole car. Like I say, we are not getting it running whatsoever. He started running the harness along there, as you can see. It's a beautiful color. I don't exactly know what the color is. Well, obviously we know it's a red with a pearl in it. We'll come around here, we'll take a look. And it's got, of course, the aftermarket gauges underneath the dash there. And like I say, this is a Beaumont, Malibu Beaumont, whatever you want to say, a Canadian model. So, I mean, the guy's got a long ways to go. Obviously, he's got no headliner, he's got no interior whatsoever. So he still needs to get somewhere with it. But this is what Darren's working on. Nice little car. So that'll keep Darren out of trouble for a while. Now, I don't know if any of you have been wondering lately, but Colby's truck, nobody has mentioned it. Colby's truck is going to be coming up very quick in a video. Colby's truck is done. We just got a couple little things that we're waiting on. We had a little issue with the booster. Sometimes when you buy these disc brake conversion kits, there's issues. In Colby's truck, because his truck was so cammed up, I really didn't have much of a... I mean, usually when you've got a vehicle that's extremely cammed up, you got to run a second vacuum pot just to get some extra vacuum there because of the power booster, right? It needs vacuum. So we put an extra canister pot on there, and it still didn't solve the problem. And then I started looking more into the booster, and the booster was giving me grief. And of course, it was brand new, came in a kit. So I had the phone up where I got it from, and of course, you know, they were more than happy to order me a new one in and cover it under warranty. But the bad thing is the key word is I had to order a new one in. So they told me 2 to 3 weeks. We're going on the 3rd week now, so I'm hoping it's here this Friday. I pray to God it is, because I know Colby's anxious to get his truck, and that's about the only thing holding me up to giving him his truck and doing the video, except the fact that I give it a good wash and a clean. There's just no point washing and cleaning his truck when it's sitting around here for a couple weeks. It's in the very far bay, and there's no point cleaning it up when it's just going to get dusty from the outdoor elements, right? But at least it is undercover. We did make sure of that. So that'll be coming up soon. We got a Volkswagen in. The boys at GLI brought us a Volkswagen. Well, they're bringing us a Volkswagen van in pieces. I'll get the year off them. I believe they said it's a 63. No, it's not a 21 window van or anything like that. But apparently it is quite a rare van. They tell me these vans go for big dollars when they're done. Volkswagen is climbing up there. So we'll be showing you a video of that pretty soon. What's going on. The last video you actually saw Dave there was working on the doors. So that'll be coming up. And yeah, that's about it. That's all that's new and exciting here in the shop. Anyway, remember, we always said it. It's a good time, an old time. But I also want you guys to support live music. That's right. I'm throwing something new out there. It's always nice once in a while on a Friday and Saturday night to go to a pub and listen to a band, and there's fewer and fewer of those out there nowadays. They don't get paid nothing. I know a few guys that are in bands, and I ask them, I say, you know, if you don't mind me asking, like, what the hell? And they say, well, you know what, we grab all our gear, we go to the pub, And a 4-piece band, we play from like 8 o'clock until midnight, and you know, we get a couple free drinks, and they give us $400, $100 each. They're doing it more for the love of it. They're doing it because they like it. And the less that people enjoy it, the less that they're going to be around anymore. And there's nothing like live music. I don't know about you guys, I like the old 50s rock and roll, I like the blues, I like all that old kind of country. I just love that stuff, and you just find less and less of it all the time. So hey, I'm giving a big shout out there to all the guys that are in bands. Support live music, please. And remember, it is always a good time at old time, especially when Dave the Tool is not here. We'll see you next time.